Hey, what up everybody? Cody coming at you with a deck profile from the PPG Digimon Regionals Webcam Event. That was on June 19th. Sadly, it ended a little bit abrupt, and there was only 5 rounds. If there had been 6 rounds, I'm confident I could have got top 16 and got my invite. It was 19th after Swiss ended, and I had pretty good resistance, and I was 3-2. But anyway, we'll just get right into the deck profile. For the eggs, we did go with this little guy, pretty cute. Pretty much just played him because it was the flex with the pre-release, and retaliation is good. This is definitely flexible. It came up once where it was really clutch, and most of the time, excuse me, I didn't even really see it. And then 4 of the best egg in purple, Digimon. So for newer players, because I want to help out the newer community, this one says if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, the Digimon has retaliation. It's called ESS. And then this one's ESS is on deletion, you trigger, draw 1 card, and then discard 1 card from your hand. So filter. It's pretty good. And moving on to our rookies. I feel like the rookie lineup was pretty good. However, I want to test Sukaimon, the one with the ESS of on deletion, gain 1 memory. But I'm not 100% sure what I'd cut for. I'd like to play 2. So we played 4 Gabumon, ESS on deletion, trigger, draw 2 cards, discard 1. Super strong. I never feel like I see enough of him, even when I am seeing him way too much. He's just the best one. And for some generic vanillas, we played 3 Digimon, 2 crossed, 0 Digivolve, 3000 DP. It's pretty good. And then we played a couple 2-ofs. I played 2 Gazimon. I know a lot of people are hyping it up and putting it at 3. I understand why they put it at 3, but really, realistically, with Nailbone and spoilers, Anubismon, there's plenty of ways to get him back into play. So I felt like 2 was enough. There was one time where I did wish I was able to get him, and I just hadn't seen him early game. Next we have Sabermon. Oh, real quick. So this says all turns your opponent cannot gain memory unless it's from a tamer effect. So no options, no monsters. We played 2 Dracmon. This is on play. Recover an option card from your trash. It was good, but definitely, in my opinion, the weakest. And then I teched in 1 Ghostmon. Again, the flex with the pre-release, and the deck does Digiburst a lot, so I thought it would be good. And it resolved more than him. So I don't know, you could definitely cut 1 of him and go to 2 Ghostmon, or maybe if you want to put in another rookie, which I do, I would just cut this and another card in the deck for a second for 2 Sukaimon. But yeah, that was the list that I played for rookies. Happy with it. Really happy with it. I do feel like this deck does need at least 1 more rookie, possibly even 2. Moving into the champions, this is pretty generic across the board. Every deck profile you see is going to see this, and it's because it is the most optimal. I do believe somebody that did get top 8 was playing a 2-2 split of blockers, 2 Devimon and 2 Vilemon. Essentially the same, except it costs 2 to Digivolve and has 6000 DP, so you get around a couple of cute little combos that minus out 5000 or less, especially Alter S. I feel like the 1 cost to Digivolve is worth it, thus maxing out on Meramon. So this is just a generic blocker. Meramon is vanilla, 5 to play, 1 to Digivolve, 5000. Just that 1 to Digivolve is super good going first. And then 3 Devimon, retaliation, both as his main effect and ESS. So retaliation good, spot removal. Moving into the ultimates, I do have a key card in here. Play 4 Lady Devimon. When Digivolving, draw 2, discard 1. So essentially, Graceful Charity. Draw for Digivolving, then draw 2. So you get to look at 3 more cards, discard 2, fill your bin with whatever you want. And then ESS, when you play an option card, even if it's for free, you can just delete one of your opponent's rookies. So pretty cute. And then sticking with the generic vanilla cheap, and one of the original bad guys, you can play Myotismon. 6 to play 7,000 DP, which is more relevant than a lot of people give it credit for. I would definitely play this over Skullmarumon every day of the week, and I like Skullmarumon. And the last card of the deck for Ultimates is 1 Garurumon. And this is from the 1.0 pack. So when attacking once per turn, you may delete one of your other Digimon to unsuspend this Digimon. So my thought process was with MetalGarurumon, if you use MetalGarurumon's ability to trash 2 Digivolution sources, you leave him up. If you don't have the Anubismon, you can just blow up whatever isn't going to attack, so your MetalGarurumon can attack a second time, and then after it attacks the second time, you can utilize the Digiburst effect, trashing this and whatever other source you had. In rare instances, I actually went up from the rookie in the not breeding area, in the main play area, so I didn't have a Digi-Egg, so I was able to trash the rookie and the champion and really get the most out of a bad line going up. So it was cute. It allows for an extra attack, and in certain circumstances, if your opponent doesn't know you're playing it or kind of forgets about it, it can win you a game, as long as you can avoid removal options like Gaia Force and Flower Cannon. Flower Cannon was green. Green is good, you guys. My 2 losses on the day were Wargreymon and Nidhoggmon. I know the Nidhoggmon player. It's actually like, I would say it's like green control, because it was more of an OTK deck with Nidhogg as a backup. He made it top 8, and I think he ended up getting 3rd overall in the event. And super good player. I'm forgetting the name at the moment, but shout out, good games. I think Stallworth. I'm thinking the last name is Stallworth for some reason. But good games, homie. Moving into the Megas. One of my favorites in the entire digital world, MetalGarurumon, specifically the black MetalGarurumon. So main, Digiburst 2, play 1 option from your hand that is 7 or less, purple option. So you'll see here in a minute, the main targets for this effect are going to be Trump Sword and a card called Nailbone. Buckle up, guys. Nailbone is live. Oh, excuse me. So we have 11,000 DP, 3 to Digivolve, 11 to hard play. I wish I could say I went this entire event without hard playing MetalGarurumon. However, that is not the case. I did hard play him once just so I could go into a Millenniumon on the second turn if my opponent misplayed or like overextended, and they did. So the Millenniumon tucked something that they use all the resources for and just stayed on the board. Next up we have 2 Anubismon. Still looking for a 3rd pre-release stamp. If any of my subscribers or viewers out there have one, message me in the comments. Let's work out a trade. One of my favorite cards from the BT4. I like Anubis's, and the artwork on this card is just spectacular. You guys, look at that. He's out there to do some business. So when Digivolving, you can play 1 level 3 Digimon from your trash without paying its memory cost, and then your turn, whenever a Digimon is played from the trash, that Digimon gains Rush. So there's one really cool combo that I'll show you here in just a minute that gets you a lot of attacks on the turn that it can work out. And then for level 7s, play 2 Millenniumon. I know I'm a bad player, you guys. I know I'm a bad player, but I would even consider cutting a Millenniumon because of just how much you need that rookie and how everything else is just really necessary for the game. Like, Millenniumon only comes into play when you have one of these 6 cards, and it's in play, and it's still your turn, and you need to tuck something. This deck, like Millenniumon, is some of the best spot removal in the game. For newer players, it costs 6 to Digivolve, comes off of a black or a purple, it's 13,000 DP, and then when Digivolving, you select one of your opponent's Digimon, and you put it to the bottom of the deck and trash all Digivolution sources. So super good spot removal, and it tucks, so it doesn't delete. It doesn't bounce back to the hand, so it goes to the bottom of the deck. That means no Chaosmon gaining abilities, no on-deletion effects activate, they can't just replay it off their chain during the next turn. Super, super good, and that's why I still played it at 2. But, again, it's only playable if one of these 6 cards are in play. If you're dead drawing, he does not help you. So, that's it for the 6 and 7s. Oh yeah, real quick. I forgot. So, when he's deleted, if he has a source underneath him, he comes back. So, if you Digiburst all your guys, you swing with MetalGarurumon, and now it's your opponent's turn, or just about to be your opponent's turn, so you got 2 memory, 1 memory, just give them 5 and tuck their best thing. And then, if they get rid of it, unless they tuck him or bounce him back, he's going to come back. So he's a sticky body floater, if you will. Moving into a couple tamers, we played 2 mat. I feel like 3 is the right number, so there's 3 cards specifically that I want to put into the deck. Possibly, I guess 4, because I would cut the one Dracomon for a Sukaimon, and then I would want to squeeze in another Sukaimon, another mat, and a Jax Raid. I'll cover Jax Raid here in just a minute. But mat is your generic memory corrector. It costs 4 to play, triggers from the security for free, and then you get to start your turn with 3 memory for the rest of the game. And then on play, you get to grab a purple Digimon or option from your trash and put it back in your hand. So good, little bit of recursion there. I played 3 Trump Sword. I would not, in this format, especially with yellow reigning so much supreme, I would not cut Trump Sword. You gotta hope that it's in your security at the right time still. But when you see the Trump Sword on the Wargreymon, whether it be the first strike or even the second strike, if their board is wide enough, this keeps you in the game, and it makes your job a lot easier to try to live during your next turn. So, for new players, Trump Sword says delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. So the Wargreymon swings and he restands after they trash the security, and then the Trump Sword activates, hopefully, and gets rid of their Wargreymon. And then you still have 2 more. You can recur one with Matt. Super, super good card. And then the security effect triggered this card's main effect. And the last card of the deck is what we talked about, 4 Nailbone. Main, costs 7 to play. You get to play a level 3 and a level 4 Digimon from your trash without paying their cost. No on-plays activate. Security, you get back 1 level 4. Is it level 4 or lower? Yeah, 1 level 4 or lower. So numerous times in the game I was going to lose, or in the tournament I was going to lose, but I was able to trigger a Nailbone in security and bring back a blocker and make them have just not enough to go for game. Super, super tween. There was one time I was able to bring back a level 4 when I had a mat in play, and I was just able to go into Lady Devamon and draw everything I needed. I had an Anubismon in play, and I had I had a MetalGarurumon in my raising area. So I was I don't remember how it worked, but trust me, Nailbone, super, super good. So if you can get off a MetalGarurumon with 4 sources and have an Anubismon in play, you play this for free with the MetalGarurumon Digiburst 2, and then you get 2 bodies that can attack for free, because the Anubismon will give them rush. So if you have the Weregarurumon in play underneath that MetalGarurumon, you just play 1. These guys swing in. If either of them survives, you destroy one of them to restand the MetalGarurumon. MetalGarurumon swings again, so that's 4, and then Anubismon is 5. And then, sometimes you can, before the Anubismon even attacks, you just activate the Digiburst for a second Nailbone and get 2 more free bodies, and that's the game. there's nothing your opponent can do to shut that down, and if they're trying to play around that, they are going way too wide for what this deck is good for. Like against Rookie Rush, that might work, but yeah, I would very much like to put in a Jax raid. It's let's see, I'm sure I have one here. So here's Sukaimon. This is the one this is the rookie that I would like to put in 2 of, I believe. So just inheritable, on deletion, gain a memory. I have considered doing, oh, here's Jack's raid. So 0 cost, plus me. 0 cost option, gain 1 memory for every 10 cards in your trash. Security effect, gain 2 memory. So if your opponent plays down to 0 or even 1, and they even 0 sometimes, or even if they play themselves down to 2 and they attack into this, if you have a mat, it makes their decision a lot harder, because now they're immediately at 0, so they might not possibly be able to do everything they wanted to. Or if you have the mat and they're at 1 or 0 and this goes off in security, now it's automatically your turn. Super strong. I opted to not play this because of how much the memory lockers, like the Gazimon, Terriermon, and Chumon are. So I kind of opted against this little package, but it seems good. Another tech card that I would consider, a lot of people think no, but you can still Anubis Mon on top of this guy, Chimeramon. On play, delete one of your other Digimon to delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. Super strong. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. We do have a couple of giveaways to go over, and those will be announced here in sometime during this week. Hopefully this video goes up today and I can stay on schedule. It's been crazy hectic working, selling Digimon and Pokemon at the same time, but gotta work hard if you want that bread. One quick little preview. If you guys want to see a Black War Greymon deck profile, maybe consider liking, subscribing, and we'll have it up on the channel sooner than later. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. It's been Cody. Stay healthy.